Being arrested, at home peony bud, still firm. Handcuffed and taken away, I see my husband even today. Lingering summer heat, Japanese proceeding under guard, on dusty white road. Past guard tower, without glancing up, before summer daybreak. These haikus describe the experience of tens of thousands of Japanese Americans who were sent to internment camps in the wake of Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor during World War II. The lives of Japanese Americans were uprooted and forever altered after President Roosevelt signed Executive Order 9066, which authorized the internment of people of Japanese ancestry to centers known as war relocation camps. Japanese Americans were sent to these internment camps in the so-called interest of American safety, because they were deemed possible enemy insurgents because of their ethnic identity and cultural ties. However, in actuality, there were no adequate security reasons to detain all the people of Japanese ancestry, and the internment camps were a result of wartime hysteria and racial prejudice. General DeWitt, head of the Western Command of the U.S. Army, said of Japanese Americans, "I don't want any of them here. There is no way to determine their loyalty. It makes no difference whether he is an American citizen, he is still a Japanese." As the military rounded up Japanese Americans and sent them to the internment camps, other Asian American groups felt the need to distinguish themselves from the Japanese so that they did not face the same persecution. Many families were completely uprooted from their lives and traumatized by the experience. They received notice that they had to move within 48 hours and were not told when they would be permitted to return home. Dylan Meyer, director of the War Relocation Authority in charge of the internment camps, described how the Japanese Americans had grown increasingly depressed and overcome with feelings of helplessness and personal insecurity. When families were rounded up to be sent to the camps, they were restricted to bring only what they could carry with them. The decision of what to bring and what to leave behind was very difficult, and this led to great losses in personal property. Oral histories suggest that Japanese families brought only essentials to the barracks at internment camps, mostly clothes and shoes, and some of their own cooking equipment. This cooking equipment came in handy at the barracks, because the one mess hall at each of the internment camps served unappetizing food in a very distressing atmosphere. The individuals at the internment camps had to eat at cafeteria-style tables and benches where their food was prepared by strangers and plopped onto their dishes in cafeteria lines. Families could no longer have intimate dinners, and they were often separated at the dining hall tables. Their fundamental civil and political liberties were violated by the American government itself, and their persecution will remain a dark period in U.S. history.